Okay, so this is Unit 4, Homework 3, column number 3. Problem number 1 asks us to write an inequality that represents the graph below. Okay, so this graph represents x is less than 1. The circle, there's an open circle on 1 pointing down the number line, so x would be less than 1. Okay, for number 2, it says write an inequality that represents 10 less than 4 times a number. Okay, so remember when we have less than, it reverses the order, so we're going to do 4 times a number minus 10 is greater than 1,000. Okay, for number 3, Steve increases his math average by 9 points over a period of 15 weeks. How many points did he average? Okay, so how I did that was per week, so I did 9 in 15 weeks. How many in 1 week? Okay, so then I cross multiplied and divided, so he did 0.6 problems a week. Okay, for number 4, it asks us, Tim walked 16 laps in 40 minutes, while Jim walked 30 laps in an hour. Who was fastest? Okay, so to figure that out, we're going to have to figure out the unit rate for both Jim and Tim. Okay, so first Tim, he did 16 laps in 40 minutes, so how many laps did he do per minute? We cross multiplied and divided. Okay, so the first guy, he did 0.4 laps in 1 minute. Now, Mr. Jim, he walked 30 laps in 75 minutes. Okay, so when we cross multiply and divide that, okay, we find that he also walked 0.4 miles a minute. So neither one of them walked fastest. They were walking at the same rate. Okay, number 5. Is this find the missing measure, the missing angle measurement. Okay, so it's a triangle. All the angles of a triangle have to add up to 180. So we wrote an equation here, x plus 102 plus 45, because these two angle measurements were given, equal to 180. Okay, I've combined my like terms here, x plus 147 equals 180. Then I subtracted from both sides, so the missing angle is 33 degrees. Okay, so for number 6, it asks, is this a proportional relationship? And the answer would be no, it is not a proportional relationship. It does not originate from the origin. It is a straight line, however, it does not originate from the origin, so it would not represent a proportional relationship. Okay, for number 7, 2 fields at a state park are 1,000 meters from each other. On a map, the 2 fields are 8 centimeters apart. What is the scale map? What scale is the map using? Okay, so we need for 8 centimeters per 1,000 meters, we want to see what the scale is, so we need to find the unit rate. So 1 centimeter equals how many meters? We cross multiplied and divided. So each centimeter represents 125 meters. Okay, for number 8, the two shapes below are similar. What does x have to be? Well, we're going to set up a proportion, and we want to make sure that our measurements from the same shape line up, okay, on the top and then again on the bottom. So they line up left to right, okay, and then your corresponding sides line up top to bottom. Okay, so this is same shape, this is corresponding sides. So 8 is to 14 as 8 is to 2 as 14 is to x. Okay, so again, I cross multiplied and divided, so x would be 3.5. So the missing side is 3.5.